Are you already a health and investment champion, but you still want to grow your business? Be a FOSS champion. By being a FOSS champion, you have access to another income stream through our GI business. You can provide holistic solutions for every financial need of your clients. In this episode, we'll show you how to offer My Security and Smart Traveler to our clients. Good day, distributors. This is Jan Chu from DLND, your FOSS champion. And welcome to TGIFOSS. Last week, we talked about how to cross-sell your smart motor as part of being a financial one-stop shop. And in this episode, we will jumpstart your sales activities for My Security and Smart Traveler. If we were to recall the GI product offerings for simple risk, we have Smart Motor with the help of Smart Motor Quotation Tool and straight-through processing. For fire or property insurance, we have home security, condo security, and business security. And lastly, for personal accident or PA, we have My Security. So what is My Security? My Security is a product or solution that provides benefits or indemnity due to death or bodily injury arising from an accident for individuals and families. Why is it important? It brings peace of mind. It will provide comprehensive protection for unforeseen events. This would be a great first step to individual life coverage to target the clients who are yet to afford life insurance. And this can also cover accidents related to motorcycling. My Security benefits include accidental death and disablement. Accidental death pays the full amount of the principal sum for accidental death occurring within 12 months from the date of the accident. Permanent disablement. Permanent and total disablement pays the corresponding percentages stated in the table of permanent disablement of the QQT, but the aggregate shall not exceed 100%. For Plan 500, it's 500,000 pesos. For Plan 1 million, it's 1 million pesos. And for Plan 2 million, it's 2 million pesos. Medical reimbursement, or MR, covers for medical, surgical treatment including x-rays, hospital charges, actual expenses of the treatment. For Plan 500, it's 50,000. For Plan 1 million, it's 100,000. And for Plan 2 million, it's also 100,000. Accidental burial expense, or ABE. For Plan 500, it's 50,000. For Plan 1M and 2M, it's 100,000. Unprovoked murder and assault, or UMA. For Plan 500, it's 250,000. For Plan 1 million, it is 500,000. For Plan 2 million, it is 1 million. Daily in-hospital income benefit. This covers accidents having a maximum of 10 days in the hospital due to an accident. For Plan 500, it's 125 per day. For Plan 1 million, it is 250 per day. And for Plan 2 million, it is 500 per day. Please note, death due to terrorism is only up to 25% of the principal sum insured. We have the breadwinner plan, which is designed for any employee, professional, or businessman whose age is 18 to 65 years old. This is also renewable up to the age of 70. Family Plus, for married applicants who may include his or her spouse, ages 18 to 65 years old, and unmarried children, ages 1 to 19, up to age 23 if full-time student. We can cover 100%, 50%, 10% for each child up to 4 children only. Single applicants may include parents up to 65 years old and unmarried siblings 1 to 19 years old, up to 23 if full-time student. We can cover the siblings 100%, 25%, or 10%. Please refer to this table. So let's discuss the different occupational classes. Class 1. These are people whose duties with no manual work and purely office, clinic, hospital-based employees are currently working at home. At least 80% working hours are spent indoors. Frequent traveling is not required. These are dentists, doctors, nurses, chemists, pharmacists, medical directors, and other medical-related occupations that stay in one hospital or clinic. Teachers or teachers' aide who stay in one school. IT professionals, secretaries, managing officers such as CEO and CFO, and other managerial office-based employees. For Class 2, these are people whose duties with no manual work and purely office, clinic, and hospital-based employees are currently working at home. At least 50% of working hours are spent indoors. Minimal traveling is required. They are dentists, doctors, nurses, chemists, pharmacists, medical directors, and other medical-related occupations that go from one hospital or clinic to another. This includes photographers or editor-in-chief, lawyers, agents, sales personnel, marketing assistants, accountants, which frequently travel from one area to another. And lastly, Class 3 are people who are manual workers, which include occasional manual work and supervising workmen. At least 80% of working hours are spent outdoors. This includes construction project managers, site engineers, aircraft engineers, marine engineers, and safety officers. These also include warehouse managers, bakery managers, chemists, laboratory staff, and factory managers. With My Security, you get to have all of these benefits, such as accidental death and permanent disablement, medical reimbursement, daily hospital inpatient income, motorcycle riding coverage, unprovoked assault and murder, and lastly, accidental burial expense. Compared to a personal accident life insurance, the benefit is just accidental death and permanent disablement. My Security is a complete package, right? Now let's talk about Smart Traveler. With Smart Traveler, you get to be protected and have peace of mind as you travel. So for Smart Traveler, we have two types. We have Domestic Smart Traveler and we have International Smart Traveler. So who can we cover? We can cover children ages 0 to 17 years old, adults ages 18 to 70 years old. Where can I go? For domestic smart traveler, the origin and destination should be within the Philippines. Destination must be at least 100 kilometers away from the address indicated during the application. For international smart traveler, the origin should be within the Philippines. What modes of travel can I use? For domestic smart traveler, it covers trips via air, land, and sea. In public conveyance as a fare-paying passenger. For international smart traveler, it covers trips via air in a public conveyance as a fare-paying passenger. How soon can I purchase? For domestic smart traveler and international smart traveler, policy can be purchased at least a day or 24 hours before departure and up to 6 months in advance. How long can I travel? Maximum number of days for a single trip is 182 days. For annual multi-trip, it's 92 days. So here is a snapshot of the packages and premiums for domestic and international. For domestic, we have for single trip and annual policy. And for international, we have essential, classic, and elite. Please refer to this slide. Another benefit of Smart Traveler is accidental death and permanent disablement. Another benefit is burial assistance, wherein you are covered with the maximum benefit amount for the burial expense as financial assistance to your bereaved family. Another benefit includes travel inconvenience benefits. This includes trip cancellation and postponement within 30 days before the commencement of the trip. Based on the trip disruption costs, you have to cancel or postpone within 30 days before the commencement of your trip. Another benefit is trip curtailment. This is the abandonment or shortening of the trip and returning to the departing place. So here's a snapshot of all of the coverages of your Smart Traveler. So here's a snapshot of what can be considered as a trip disruption. Here are 5 instances to help you be guided when it comes to knowing the trip disruptions. So always remember, if there are serious injury or serious illnesses, if there is a strike, riot, or civil commotion. Also, consider damages to your residence or natural disasters. And most importantly today, also take note if there is an epidemic. Other benefits include trip delay, baggage delay, loss or damage to baggage, loss of travel documents, hijacking, kidnap, and hostage. Another benefit is emergency medical expense. These include the services of a qualified doctor, hospital confinement, and use of operating room, anesthetics, ambulance services, drug medicines, and therapeutic services and suppliers. Another benefit includes hospital allowance, hospital visit benefit. Other benefits include medical and evacuation expenses, emergency medical evacuation and repatriation, repatriation of mortal remains, compassionate visit. So for personal liability, if you are legally liable to a third party as a direct result of causing injury or accidental death to the third party during your trip, or causing accidental physical damage to the third party's property during your trip, we will pay up to the specified limit applicable to the selected plan for the legal cost and expenses for representing or defending you, and the amount awarded against you by the court in the Philippines. Another benefit is the 24-hour travel assistance, wherein you will be provided a pre-trip information, travel assistance for lost baggage, lost travel documents, referral to interpreter services, and legal assistance. Also, medical assistance, wherein you get to have medical advice and referral to medical or dental facilities. So that concludes the basic features and benefits of our Smart Traveler. So here are FAQs that would help you in selling our Smart Traveler. First question: is COVID covered for policies bought after March 11? The answer is yes. Emergency medical expense due to illness. With IATF lifting on the restrictions on non-essential outbound travel, we now offer COVID coverage for all trips to countries not banned by the Philippine government and the AXA region. For a list of AXA restricted countries, please visit this website. And lastly, disease should not be pre-existing, and this should be addressed by the negative antigen result from tests taken within 24 hours before departure. Next question: is there COVID coverage for trip cancellation or postponement? The answer is no. We do not cover COVID-related trip cancellation or postponement. This is because we do not cover any event which is publicly known at the insured book trip or purchased Smart Traveler. But here's an exception. Policies purchased before March 11 are still covered since the COVID pandemic was not yet a known event. Another question: is there a coverage for automatic trip extension due to COVID reasons? The answer is yes, but covered only if the insured is hospitalized or placed under compulsory quarantine during the trip. Is there a coverage for trip curtailment due to COVID reasons? The answer is yes, but this is subject to terms and conditions of the Smart Traveler policy. So that concludes our walkthrough on our AXA My Security and Smart Traveler. Hope we can provide these solutions for our clients as soon as possible. Before ending today, I would like to remind everyone to tune in next week for another episode of Digi Mondays. Also, we want to know what you want to know. Please take time to answer our short survey after this so that we may understand how we can help you better. Thanks so much everyone for your time. Once again, this is Chanshu, and thank God it's FOSS.